When I was just a baby artist coming up in the music industry, Toby was the first major artist to give me a chance. And I think it was because I was a fellow Okie. I looked up to Toby and I learned a lot from being around him. Once you were in there, you were a lifetime member. There'll never be another Toby Keith.
You know, they always called Merle Haggard the poet of the common man. I believe Toby picked up that title from Merle for the next generations. Toby, just know that we will always love you.
Toby reflected the best of Oklahoma. A lot of people dream of making it big so they can leave their hometown. Toby wanted to make his hometown bigger. And when he made it big, he took the whole state with him. When I was around him, he was a badass country singer, but found out later on he had a really big heart, big as Oklahoma.
Well, I just want to say that me, along with millions of other fans, missed Toby Keith. He was such an influential artist, such a great patriot, and loved our military and wrote great songs about them and supported them. And God bless you, Toby.
One of my first big tours was opening for Toby Keith back in 2007. Toby was the real deal and never made excuses. He just was really in his own lane, and that's always good for other artists to see, is somebody that just really knows who they are and really chases it with all gusto and is authentic to themselves.
Toby wrote songs for everyone and every situation. Right before Super Bowl 50, a reporter asked me how I felt going into such a big game late in my career. I said, I feel like that Toby Keith song. I ain't as good as I once was, but I'm as good once as I ever was. That song and so many others spoke to me.
Toby was a good guy, a good friend, a good songwriter. He wrote Beer for My Horses, and we had a great record out on that, and I just loved him a lot.
My God, Toby Keith, how do you even start? Toby Keith was a patriot, a family man, an incredible songwriter. One thing that would surprise people about Toby is that we were friends. People would always, he'd say, I don't know why people don't think it's weird me and Carrot hanging out. We would hang out. He would come to my show with his family and his wife and his friends. And he sat there in my dressing room and he performed, I don't even know, he did like an hour just acoustic songs, storytelling, just unbelievably just had everyone laughing. He was a good man. I do want to give an honest big shout out to Toby Keith. Big dog. Love you, man.
I am here with Hardy. You got to work with Toby a couple times, including his last studio session. What was he like in the studio? We all want to know.
It's funny. No different than any other day. And, I went back and I listened to, I guess the last vocal in the studio that he ever did was Ships That Don't Come In on the Hicks tape the tribute that we did for Joe Diffie. And what an amazing tip of the hat. And he's such a patriotic person, and to sing such a song so gracefully and just with so much feeling and so much meaning. I'm just so thankful to be such a small part in such a cool moment in his career. And it was just amazing.
Hey, we got Dr. Sandy Hicks out here. Some friends of mine out here tonight. We want to give a nice little tribute to my dear friend. And just tell us how much we love him. Are you people ready?
Toby Keith was more than just a celebrity superstar. He was my friend. My name is Matthew Bradford. I served 7 years. I was injured on January 18, 2007, when an IED exploded underneath me. The first time I met Toby Keith in 2011, we were sitting there in Baghdad. We just started talking. From that moment on, one of the coolest people I've ever met in my life. He didn't shy away from the danger zones. He put his Kevlar, he put his flak jacket on. He flew in those Blackhawks. He flew to wherever the military was located because he cared for us all. He loved us all. He was a proud American, and he was going to do what it took to make sure that we noticed that and we felt that no matter where we are around the world.
As times progress, you get more comfortable with coming over, and then your attention turns more to just making sure you shake as many hands and thank as many people as you can. That's our job.
Y'all ready to party tonight?
To go over there, perform for these soldiers and the Marines, the sailors, the airmen, the servicemen, put himself, put his bandmates, his crew in danger to make sure that we can take our minds off the danger that we face every morning when we wake up. You know, give us 2 hours of just, freedom.
Even if my career at home, if it was to ever hit the shore and be done, I would still find ways to come do this as part of my lifestyle.
Thank you, back there. Made in America.